So these first few moments of settling onto your yoga mat today, before you begin to engage in awareness of your physical body, just bring awareness into the room you are in, where you choose to have your yoga practice. And is it the same spot every time, or do you change it up? The benefit of continuing to have your yoga practice in one spot each time is that you begin to build up this energy there. So unconsciously, when you arrive here, that energy that has lingered from the past practices, you'll almost settle into that instantaneously. So take your moment now to just acknowledge your space, to acknowledge your body as you allow it to move through your practice today. And to be aware of any ailments that you might feel, and to respect and honor them. Notice your breath, and give yourself permission to retreat into your mind, your body, and your spirit. And to know that this journey of yoga is uniquely your own. So allow a moment to just engage your breath, to create length in your breathing. Allow this time to connect, to slow down, and to invite periods of silence. The eyes to soften, and the awareness now on the length of your spine. The contact that you are making with your mat. And be aware of the subtle engagement of your body as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Now let's create just a bit of unison with each other today. Just coming into those comfortable counts of inhaling and exhaling to 4. So let's complete your next exhale here. We'll inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Allow yourself to just maintain this rhythm. And if the eyes are fully closed, just begin to peek them so that you're just looking beneath your lids. Just maintaining a nice soft gaze as you move through your practice. Let's begin with our inhale to take wide spread arms, palms together above the crown. Maybe shift the gaze towards the thumbs. And as you exhale, push the palms to each other as you bring them to heart center. Just do this 2 more times. Establish movement with our breath. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath, inhale. And exhale. Keep the hands at heart center, interlace them there, and draw the palms away from you. We'll just hold it here, finding that nice stretch in your fingers with the hands interlaced and the palms drawing away from you. Keep the gaze nice and soft, the shoulders relaxed. Let's find our inhale and rise the palms up above the crown. Take the gaze with it. With your exhale, let's release the hands. Bring the hands behind the back here and maybe the palms touch. We'll inhale, widespread arms now to shoulder width apart. Release the left hand to the outer left hip and open up the right side body. With your next breath in, pull in your navel and let's bring both arms back up and through shoulder width. Release the right hand and reach out through the fingertips now of your left. Then we'll inhale in through center. Let's exhale, let's twist to the left. So let's bring the right hand in front of you, left hand behind. And with your inhale, let's twist back and through center, arms to shoulder width. Exhale, twist to the right, left hand in front of you, right hand behind. So you engage your navel, inhale everything in through center. As you exhale, hands behind the back, maybe palms touch, and let's do the same sequence one more time. Inhale, widespread arms to shoulder width. Exhale, release the left hand. Inhale, reach out through your right. Just stay for an exhale here. Find your breath. Inhale, both arms up and through center. Exhale, make your way to the right. Stay here for an inhale to open up the left side body. Stay for your exhale. And we'll inhale, both arms up and through center. Use your next exhale, twist to the left. Let's stay here for an inhale, find length in your spine. Stay here for an exhale, maintain a twist. Inhale everything in through center now. Exhale, twist to the right. Let's stay here for an inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, find that twist. And we'll inhale, both arms up and through center. This time with your next exhale, let's just release the hands right out in front of you and just drop your head here in towards your chest. Take a moment just to settle in, to relaxing your face, to notice any tension you might be feeling in your hips. To settle back into this rhythm with your breathing, maintaining a heavy head, and gently drawing the palms into the mat in front of you. Find your belly here. And just create some engagement by pulling it in. Allow the face to remain nice and soft. Once you complete your exhale, we're going to move into tabletop. So with your inhale, just begin to walk the hands away from you so that you can release your knees into hip width, coming onto all fours. So take your time arriving here. Just invite a bit of softness back in through your gaze and begin to find your cat-cow. You're familiar with this motion of rounding and arching your back. So move nice and freely. Move in a way where you can connect with your exhale to round your back and your inhale to arch it. Giving yourself time to move in silence. Let's give ourselves one more round, moving in and out of this sequence. Let's complete with a round back. And let's meet neutral tabletop. We're going to take downward dog just to stretch out the whole body. So let's tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. And create movement in your downward dog here just by giving your head a nice nod, yes and no. Maybe bending deeply into one knee and then into the other. Even just letting the hips just gently sway from side to side. So play around with your downward dog. Find what feels good for you. And try to maintain nice softness throughout your face. And from here, let's come back in through our neutral tabletop once again. You need to release the hands from the mat just to shake out your wrists. Sometimes that feels nice. From here, we're going to move into extended tabletop. So let's begin with the left leg. So let's draw the left leg back, coming onto the ball of the big toe. Beginning here just by establishing, engaging out through the left heel. Now let's flex the left glute. And before we make movement here, let's think about our hands. Take a peek at them, make sure the knuckles are drawing down into your mat. The biceps are gently externally rotating. The belly remains pulled in. And now let's begin to lift the left leg off of your mat at a hover to begin. With this hovering of the mat of your left foot, keep reaching out through the left heel. Keep flexing the left glute. And think about softening your gaze here. Soften the muscles in your face. Now that we're nice and engaged, let's lift the left leg just a bit higher. Feel your muscles working in your glutes here. Now let's think about your belly. Just bring the belly towards the front of the spine and just notice how the rest of your body is responding. The hands, the right knee, even tension in your face. Just maintain holding it here to build strength in your body. And if you can, begin to lengthen and slow down your breathing. Give yourself time to allow that to occur. And from here, let's just slowly, with control, lower the left knee back down to meet the right. Move in and out of your cat-cow if you wish, or release the hands from the mat to shake them out. And we'll find that same sequence on the opposite side. So when you are ready, extend the right leg back. Let's move in through this in stages. So coming onto the ball of the right toe, reach out through your right heel. Keep your right glute flexed. Now think about your hands as you draw down into them equally. Biceps just gently externally rotate. Chin is neutral to your chest as you soften your gaze. Now let's begin to lift the right toes to a hover over your mat. Think about continuing to engage the right leg. Encourage flexing the right glute. Now pull in your belly and let's lift the right leg a little bit higher. Just enough so that you can feel the muscles in your right leg really beginning to work. And let us hold it here and think about softening your face, deepening your breath, using your own unique rhythm of breathing to remain here, to find stillness and silence as you continue to engage through the right leg. Maintain this here and just think about pulling in your belly. Give yourself one more deep breath, maintaining it here. When you are ready, with control, lower the right knee back onto your mat. Feel free to shake out the wrists, be nice and gentle with your body, wiggle out your fingers, take a couple cat cows. And now let's come back in our neutral tabletop and stretch out the wrist completely. So let's take the right hand to the top of the mat so that the fingertips are pointing towards the top of the right thigh. Let's move into massaging out the right wrist here. So the back of the right hand is on the mat. Maybe find a gentle rotation in your body here, massaging it out, going in both directions. Just slowly come in through center and release the palm of the right hand back onto your mat and work to straightening the right arm to counter that stretch. Now to take the top of the left hand onto your mat so the fingertips are pointing to the front of the thigh. And same idea here, just finding some gentle circles in your body, massaging out the left wrist now. Make sure you go in both directions with these circles. We'll come in through center. Very slowly take the palm of the left hand back down onto your mat and slowly work to straightening the left arm. Let's take downward facing dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. And this time, let's find stillness in our body. So once you come into lifting your hips up and back, drop your chin in towards your chest. So you're gazing between your thighs. Reaching your heels towards the mat, keeping the belly pulled in, keeping the biceps externally rotating as you draw the hands into the mat. Now you can move with your breath, finding a nice easy flow with your inhales and exhale. Give yourself 2 more rounds of connecting with your breathing, maintaining softness in your eyes. Last breath here. When you are ready, let's all come back into child's pose. Knees to the mat, big toes touch behind you. And if you would like to keep the hands extended out in front of you, you can. Just make sure the palms here are facing the ceiling. If it's comfortable for you to have the arms alongside your body here, then find that. If you want to bring the floor closer towards your head, then you can stack your foot. Just give yourself a moment to connect with allowing your body to be in stillness in this child's pose, to encourage heaviness, to allow a moment of awareness with your body, with the gentle rhythm of your breath. Just being aware of the response. Oftentimes, slowing down and being in silence can be a challenge. Continue to connect with this rhythm of your breathing. When you are ready, let's come back in through our tabletop. We're going to add a bit more to our extended tabletop. So let's begin with the left leg, extend it back. And right away, let's lift the left leg off the mat, keeping it nice and straight, keeping the glutes nice and engaged. Come back into softening your face and engaging your arms and your biceps and your belly. And from here, we're just going to simply begin to pulse the right leg up and down. So gentle movements here of just lifting and lowering your left leg. To build a bit more strength here in our glutes and in our lower back. Keep the face nice and soft and continue to create this pulsing up and down. Now let's pause for a moment. Feel that strength in the left glute. And we'll lower the left knee back down to meet the right. Feel free to create a couple cat-cows here if you need to, or of course, shake out your wrists. And we'll move to the opposite side. So extend the right leg back, lift it off the mat, keep the right glutes nice and flexed, and begin to pulse the right leg up and down. So as you continue with this motion in your right leg, pulsing it up and down, maintain softness in through your face. Maintain pulling the navel in to encourage a flat back. Begin to notice when your muscles really begin to present themselves to you. You feel them the most. You're creating strength in your body. Notice your breath. Continue this movement. Now let's pause. Just hold it there. Feel the strength in your legs. And now lower the right knee back down to meet the left. And let's right away take downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. From our downward dog, let's walk our hands back towards your feet. And let's meet in a standing forward fold. When you arrive in your standing forward fold, reset your back with a halfway lift, finding a flat back. So your belly pulls in, tailbone tucks down, shoulders roll back. From here, take your hinge forward from your hips to forward fold completely. Now just allow the head to be nice and heavy. Give it a nod, yes and no. And let's find a bit of stillness in this standing forward fold. So your arms are just nice and relaxed to encourage heaviness in your torso. Again, create softness in your face. Always come back to that cue. Now let's encourage pulling in your belly. Taking a deep inhale and an exhale. Give ourselves 2 more deep breaths. Just connecting to your own rhythm. Last breath here. When you are ready, let's begin to bend our knees and find ourselves rolling our spine one vertebra at a time, slowly making your way into standing, finding your Swamasthiti with the arms alongside the body. Just giving yourself a moment here to allow the blood in your body to recirculate back into neutral. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale. Give ourselves 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Before we move into our warrior 2, which is where we'll be headed, just give yourself a moment to be aware of your balance in this simple standing position. Be aware of the quality of your gaze. Try not to overlook these things. When you are ready, let's begin by stepping the right foot forward. Toes will point to the front edge of your mat. Left foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. We want the heel of the right in line with the arch of the left. So just look at your body and allow that to happen. So from here, we're keeping our shoulders resting over our hips as we begin to bend into the right knee. Once you invite this bending into the right knee, just take a peek and make sure it's tracking over all the baby toes. Try not to lean forward too much. Keep the shoulders over your hips. Warrior two stance. It's not an easy one to maintain, so let's be nice and gentle with our bodies. And begin just to notice your hips here. So as you continue to draw out and down through the right knee and the heel, continue to draw out through the left pinky toe edge of your foot as you flex the glute. Hands will now come in through a T position. Keep the arms in line with your shoulders, so take a peek at your body by looking on either side. And now let's take our gaze and intently gaze down the middle finger of the right hand. This is where our balance is going to come into play by allowing us to soften our eyes. Find them closed completely so that you can be aware of this engagement in your legs. Drawing down through the right, out through the left. Maybe now you're being pulled in opposite direction with your arms. Notice any sensations presenting themselves in your right knee. Just allow a moment to soften into this warrior two. Allow yourself to feel the effects of being a warrior. And from here, let's just release the hands alongside the body as you straighten the right leg, parallel the right foot to the front edge of your mat. And let's take a hinge forward from our hips into a wide-legged forward fold. Just release the hands onto your mat here. Take a micro bend in both your knees. If you want to play around with bending into one knee and then into the other, then find that. Or you can create stillness here. When you are ready, if you need to heel toe your feet a bit closer to each other to allow yourself to rise up and away, then find that. And then from here, we'll heel toe our feet back to the back of our mat and find Swamasthiti once again. Before we move into our warrior two on the opposite side, just be aware of any heat that may have built up in your body just by simply holding a pose. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of your thoughts. And just notice your balance. Now, when you are ready, let's step the left foot forward. Allow the toes to face the front edge of your mat, and you're finding that heel to arch alignment. So the right foot is parallel with the back edge. Just take a look at your body, shoulders over the hips, and take that nice deep bend into your left knee. So before we move into our arms, think about drawing the knee out and drawing your weight down and through the heel. Think about pushing out through the right toes, flex the right glute. Think about your hips. How do they feel? As we distribute the weight outwards and down, let's now take the hands back into your T position. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Take a gaze along your arms. Now turn to face the left arm as you gaze intently down the middle finger. Your balance might be a bit affected on this side compared to the other. So let's take a moment to soften your gaze, to give yourself permission to breathe deeply. You're comfortable to close your eyes completely, explore this, so that you can encourage the stability in your legs. Keep the face nice and soft, and let's hold it here. Maybe even now, imagine being pulled in opposite directions. How does that feel? Maintain it here. And just know you're building strength in your body by holding it here, mindfully being aware of where you're distributing weight. Settle into your breath. Just find a nice, easy rhythm with your breathing. Allow your body to get tired. Now let's invite some release just by bringing the hands back down towards your hips as you straighten the left leg. Let's find that nice, easy, wide-legged stretch as you hinge forward from your hips. Releasing the hands, giving the head a nice nod yes and no. Maybe bending into one knee and then into the other, or just remaining in stillness. Just encourage a nice deep inhale, and a nice long, smooth exhale. Allow your breath to be nice and present for the next moment. When you are ready, let's find a micro bend in your knees. If you need to heel toe the feet a bit closer, then find that. As you bring your hands towards your hips, and slowly rise back into standing. This time, let's heel toe our feet to the top of your mat. Find your Swamasthiti here. Just take a moment in stillness in this standing position to be aware of any heat, to be aware of the quality of your gaze and of your breath. Let's make our way back down to our mat. Let's find a nice deep inhale to take wide spread arms. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's bring our hands down to our mat. Step one foot back at a time and meet in your plank. From your plank, let's find modified chaturanga. Knees to the mat, elbows point straight back as you lower chest and belly. Inhale, find a baby cobra. Exhale, take a downward dog. And from your downward dog, release the knees to the mat and just swing the legs out in front of you, and let's come to lay flat on your back. If you can keep the legs straight onto your mat here, then find that. If it's more comfortable for you to have the knees bent and falling in towards midline, then find that. We're taking this moment as corpse posture, as a moment to allow all that we've given ourselves already to settle in, to come back into the awareness of our breathing. Perhaps our breath in this moment is a bit short, a little quick. Let's give it time in this moment to slow down, to lengthen, and to soak in the silence as we allow this process to occur. When you are ready, just begin to invite a bit of movement into your body just by wiggling your fingers and your toes. If the legs are straight, let's bend them here and let's take the right arm up over your head. Roll to the right side of your body. Let's push ourselves up into a seated position and let's extend the legs out in front of you. Bring the inner thighs down, outer thighs up. Let's find an inhale, take wide spread arms. And then exhale to hinge forward as you find a nice straight legged forward fold here. So let's think about our body in this position. Think about where your hands are. Think about how heavy your head is. This pose right here, this asana, is great for stretching out your legs, stretching out your back. Even the gentle compression in your belly stretches out your digestive system. So let's encourage the belly towards the spine. Create that compression. With the head nice and heavy, you're stretching out your neck. With the legs gently drawing down into your mat, think about it, stretching out your legs. Now notice your breath. Perhaps it has fallen into a rhythm where you weren't exactly aware of it. Let's come back into controlling our breathing. We'll just do 2 rounds, uniting ourselves in through those counts of 4. Let's take a nice comfortable breath in here, comfortable breath out. And we'll inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Give yourself this moment to bask in stillness and in silence. Maintain softness in your gaze and let's slowly rise up and away from our legs. Just give our shoulders a nice roll back here. Just gentle movement. The gaze relaxed and now just roll the shoulders forward. Now roll the shoulders back just to soften them away from your ears, and let's bend the right knee into your chest. Bring the heel nice and close towards you and find that external rotation in your right hip. Keep the sole of the right foot resting into the inner thigh of your left. Straighten the left leg just slightly as you twist your torso towards it, inhaling to lift up through your heart and exhaling to take that hinge forward. Your hands, if you can grab hold of the foot, great. If not, no worries. Just allow them to fall where they fall. The only thing I want to encourage you to do is to allow your head to be heavy. This helps to maintain roundness in through your back, compression into your belly. Just notice this gentle twist over the left leg. You are able to maintain softness in your face. Then begin to gently draw out through the bent right knee and down through the straight left leg. Hold it there and be aware of the escape of your breath. Let's come back into those rounds of breathing. Just finding a nice inhale here and exhale. Let's inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Just remain here for the next moment to again bask in stillness and in silence. Maintain softness through your face as you slowly release yourself from this forward fold. Taking your right knee in through center. Keep it nice and close and towards your body. Let's inhale to rise the left arm up. And as you exhale, just twist your body towards the left, releasing the left hand to the back of the left hip, just onto the mat. Finding a nice twist to the left here. Now slowly twist in through center, rise the left arm back up. This time take the left hand, hug the left knee into your chest, and we'll just release the right hand to the outer right hip, just onto the mat as you twist your body towards the right. And we'll slowly take our twist back and through center, just straighten the right leg. Just give the legs a nice shake to loosen them up. Let's now bend the left knee into your chest. Find the heel nice and close and towards you. And let's find that external rotation. Just establish the sole of the left foot resting to the inner right thigh. Straighten the right leg out in front of you. And find that gentle twist towards the right as you hinge your body forward. So be nice and gentle with yourself at first. Don't feel like you have to reach for your foot. Just make sure the foot is maintained flexed and that your head is nice and heavy. Find this roundness in through your back. Look for that gentle twist of your torso to the right. Find softness back in through your face. And just be aware of any sensations you might be feeling in your body here. Let's come back into controlling our breathing. Let's complete your next exhale. And we'll inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Just allow this moment to be aware of your body. Be aware of your breath. Just take note of your thoughts. Maintain softness throughout your face. Just slowly begin to release from the posture as you rise up and away. Take the left knee in through center and keep the knee hugging into your chest. And let's inhale to rise the right arm up. Exhale to bring it behind your right hip, just gently twisting to the right. Now let's slowly twist back in through center. Inhale, rise the right arm up again. This time, hug the left knee with the right arm. You just simply release the left hand to the outer left hip, taking that twist to the left. And we'll slowly twist our body back in through center. Just straighten the left leg for a moment to shake it all out. We're going to come in through Tadha Konasana, so butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet together, just allowing the knees to fall wide. So you can play around with this position with your heels. If you want to bring them nice and close and towards your groin, you can find that. If you like them further away, then find that. You want to find a comfortable position that we can maintain for a few moments. So once you've found that position, just encourage allowing the soles of the feet to come together. And take the hands to the tops of your feet and open the soles of the feet as if you're opening a book. This will help to relax the knees slightly. Once you've found a nice comfortable place, then you can allow the back to round once again and the head to once again become heavy into your chest. Just notice your breathing here. Be aware of where you've chosen to find your posture. And why is it that you've chosen this one in particular, this variation? These thoughts help encourage awareness of our body, our intuition. Quality that we build. One that takes time to understand. Just notice your breathing here. It has most likely just fallen into a nice comfortable state. As we maintain this shape we are in, let us deepen our breath. This time, let's come into counts of 5. Just do 2 rounds here. So complete your next exhale. And we'll inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 4, 5. Just allow yourself to remain here, being aware of your body. Maintain softness in through your face as you slowly begin to release yourself. Take your time here. Now let's take the hands to the outer thighs just to bring the knees in towards each other. A little assistance there. And let's counter this in our hips just by taking our feet nice and wide, hands behind your back, and just give the knees a nice windshield wiper from side to side. So this next moment in your practice is a Mysore. So you can begin to invite any movement in your body that you are craving to make. If by all means you are ready for your Shavasana, please slowly arrive there. I will cue you when we should all be in our final resting posture. When you have allowed these movements to occur in your body, slowly finish them up. Find yourself laying nice and flat on your mat. And let's commit to creating this stillness in your body, in your final resting posture. Feeling the sockets of your eyes relaxing completely. Your body heavy onto your mat. Let go of your thoughts. And allow this time to be a space to heal your body, to absorb all that you've just given it. This is your moment to simply be. When you are ready, to allow gentle movement to come back into your body. I encourage you to reflect just for a moment on how you have responded to stillness and silence. No right or wrong, it's just a simple observation. Only when you are ready to slowly meet back in a seated position with the palms together at heart center, bowing towards your fingertips. Let's take this moment in our practice now with our clear mind and the peace that we have acquired today. To be grateful for the homes that we are in, for the food that we eat, and for the souls that surround us. Please allow us now to honor the elements of earth, air, fire, and water, to honor the directions of north, south, east, and west. Please allow us to close with an Om, followed by an Aum. When you are ready, inhaling deeply. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. Namaste.